DJ Maphorisa should not go to podcast and chill. Let's get straight into it. I don't feel like DJ Maphorisa owes anyone, when it comes to going to podcast and chill. Um, I feel like the guy's been disrespected by MacG so many times, even swore at, and he's been called a gatekeeper, and he's been called all sorts of things, and you don't even know what is MacG's sources, who's MacG's sources. But to me, it seems like MacG is listening to Set Real and all those people, those people who've been around Maphorisa, and in that way he's acting like some sort of instigator or some sort of someone who's coming in between, uh, uh, you know, a warfare between people who know each other, and he's saying it as if he knows for sure that that's what happened. MacG listened to one side of the story, and he made a final choice and said, it said Maphorisa did this and that. He was not even supposed to say things like that. You know what I'm saying? Without hearing two sides of the story. And now I feel like he did that because he couldn't secure an interview. And people like DJ Maphorisa don't owe anyone an interview just because you have the biggest platform. Doesn't mean that you should expect everyone to respect you or want to come to your platform. At the end of the day, it's just a platform. And if Pori wants, he can just take out his iPhone and just do it live as he always does, and address everything. He doesn't need to go to an interview. He doesn't need to go and do this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, he doesn't need to do anything like that. He just needs to address his people, his millions of followers. Yeah, MacG needs to be more humble. He needs to be more humble, man. It's very important to be humble in this game. You fall off if you're not humble. You need to be humble and know that people can do whatever they want with whatever, what I'm saying. And you need to hear him out, what he's saying. Pelapori told you guys that, you need to be smart in this game. You need to, be selfish when it comes to your own music. You need to play the game. So his artist, he advises his artist to also play that game. You need to be like, hey, I want this song. Hey, Pori, I like this song. I want this song. He'll give it to you, and you put it on your project, and you drop, and you have a hit. So now if you just sit around and you just wait, you're waiting for Pori to say, hey, this one is for you. That's not gonna happen. And so is life. No one's gonna give it to you on a silver platter. No one's gonna give you this thing to you on a silver platter. You need to really, really be smart and put in the work. You need to be opportunistic. You need to be, you need to be a businessman. Basically, this is business. It's the music business. You need to be opportunistic. Pori is not gonna. It's gonna see that your hustling mind is working, and it's gonna be like, okay, here it is. Take it. Here's the song. Let's package it. Let's do this. That's what he's gonna say. He's not gonna jealous you and stuff like that, man. You get what I'm saying? This is DJ Maphorisa we're talking about. You need to be wise and smart. You can't just be. The problem here in South Africa is that a lot of South Africans, man, we expect things to be done for us. We expect someone to put us on. We expect that it's not like that. Someone just gives you resources and an opportunity. You must run with the opportunity. You must run with it and make yourself a success. All I can do is give you the tools. All I can do is give you tools and tools and tools and tools. You have to now have your mind on the streets and know what I want to drop, what sounds good, how am I gonna package, how am I gonna, you need to have that mind. You need to have an entrepreneurial mind. No one's gonna sign you. If I sign you and I do everything for you, then I can take your money. I can take everything, because I'm literally responsible for your career. So you shouldn't be like that, man. And Pori, when he does his thing, he makes you open a company. You open a company, and he has his own company, and you do a partnership. So guys like Howard, MacG gave guys like Howard a platform. Now Howard is back with Maphorisa. Imagine, Howard went to podcast and chill and was saying Maphorisa's not a good guy or whatever. Why is he back with Maphorisa now? He's back with DJ Maphorisa. He's staying at his house. I'm not sure if he's staying at his house, but he stayed at his house for a long time. But right now he's back, like going there to Maphorisa and working with him. So if Maphorisa is such a bad guy, why are they returning? Why do they return to him? Why did Melindo, the vocalist, return to him? Why did Howard return to him? You know what I'm saying? So some things you can just see that, man, this is slander on the highest level. So this is just slander. You're just slandering the guy. You're just slandering a successful black man. But Mac G, you can see Mac G that in his eyes, you can see that this guy's jealous, man. His jealousy is boiling. Mac G's jealousy is boiling through his blood, and that's a very bad trait to have as a human being, to be a very jealous human being. It's not good, man. You don't want that little podcast of yours to crash. You don't want it to crash, because it can crash. Be humble yourself. It can crash and you can be back where you started. So we're forgetting every time you watch podcast and chill, you expecting maybe some motivational content, but now you're getting all this other content, dick sucking things, prostitutes or whatever they call them, glamorized prostitutes or whatever they call them, escorts and all that. Then you have it girls, you have all these, I'll call him fake porn stars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cool. That content is cool a little bit, but it shouldn't be like all the time, man. We miss that type of Israel Matseke Zulu interview. We miss that Black Coffee type interview. We miss that, Musaki type of interview. We miss those type of interviews, We miss beautiful interviews where it's motivation. John Carney interview where it's motivation, something that someone can take and go and be inspired by and go and live their life. Inspired by it, Let me just adjust the lighting. It's too much light. Sorry. You need to adjust. You need to adjust and find ways to be creative. It's too much lighting here. You need to find ways to be very creative, and do things in the best way possible. Don't overdo, don't underdo. Just do something that even if you're not gonna get numbers, but you can do something that can inspire the people, motivate the people, take people to another level. Yeah, man. Take people to another level mentally. That's what it's about, not this tabloid stuff. Don't turn the podcast into a tabloid. Don't turn the podcast into a tabloid. It doesn't need to be a tabloid. We love the podcast as it is. We love the podcast as it is, and it shouldn't just become a place of hate. You say you're not on social media, but your platform now is turned into like a Twitter of sorts, where it's just accusations and things that no one has proof of, So I feel like Mac G is behaving like a hypocrite, and I don't believe that DJ Maphorisa should go to that platform. No, I don't think so. Anyways, your boy just King Zeri.